Hi, I'm Jason from the brand Blockout Blinds, and this video is all about how to look after your brand new external awnings. Now, if you have a new awning, you'll have one of two fabrics. You'll either have a canvas fabric, such as the blind that we have here, or you'll have a PVC mesh fabric. Now, the mesh fabric is much more durable than the canvas fabric. However, they both need care and attention. The blind behind me is a canvas, and it's 30 years old, and the canvas has lasted the test of time. So if you look after your awnings correctly, they will last a long time and much longer than their warranty period. However, if you don't look after them correctly, they can wear out in 4, 5, 6 years and not be covered by warranty. So it's one of those things where you just need to take a bit of care and time and remember to look after your awnings. Don't just get them and forget about them, or else they will start to deteriorate. So the first thing you need to do is when you get your awnings, you need to make sure they're pulled down, fully down to the bottom, and they're left there for at least 4 days in the down position. Now, of course, if you've got lots of wind or there's a storm coming or something, we encourage you to put them up. But besides that, let your awning stay down for 4 days. Now, why is this, you ask? Well, it lets the fabric tighten and condition itself, and it becomes more taut. And this prevents the fabric from wrinkling or puckering later on down the track. So it's really important to leave it fully down and for 4 days before you put them up. It's also a good idea when you pull them down and they have been in a partial position, etc., is to pull them down and give them a bit of a spray with the hose. Getting them wet just allows them to condition a bit better as the sun heats up and evaporates the water out of the material. Now, I need to cover expectations. Awnings generally look nice and flat and really smooth, but what we need to remember is that these awnings are made of fabric. Now, fabric will shrink and expand day to day, month to month, as humidity changes, as it gets wet. So don't expect your awnings to always be 100% flat. It's natural to get some waves in it, a little bit of variation, some little wrinkles here and there. It is fabric, it's outdoors, and that's just a part of having a fabric product. When it also comes to leaving your blind in the fully down position, it is good to put it up periodically as well. The reason for that is something, as you can see, has happened to this blind. When the blind is down for a long period of time, the wind hits it, and obviously the middle's quite taut because it's in the middle, but the edges are loose, as we can see here. And what will happen as the wind blows and blows is the edges will just start to stretch a little bit. And you'll end up with the blind being quite tight in the middle and a little bit loose on the ends. Now, this can also be even worse if you've got the blind halfway down for a long period of time, because what you'll have is some of the fabric is rolled up, some of the fabric is exposed. The fabric that is exposed is flapping, but the fabric that's in the head box is not, and then you end up with a loose piece and then a tight piece. So it's really important to put your blind all the way down when you can, all the way up when you can, and it's also important not to just pull them down and leave them down for months on end. If this does happen, you end up with the fabric being a bit looser on the sides, you'll need to go back and do the conditioning where you leave the blind down for 4 days after wetting them. And depending on the severity, it'll come good or it might improve. Now, we've spoken about the wind flapping it. It's a good idea